Sometimes a break is required from the hustle and bustle of a city life. In the Himalayas, time seems to move slower, and there's no rush to be anywhere. The anxieties and worries disappear each time you take a step on the trail, realizing that the trivial problems of everyday life are quite small in the grand scheme of our lifetime. Darjeeling is a town in India's West Bengal state, nestled in the Himalayan foothills. It was once a summer resort for the British Raj elite, and the Darjeeling Himalayan Railways, or the toy train, still remains working in the town. The backdrop of Darjeeling is the mighty Mount Kanchenjunga, which is among the world's highest peaks. So here we are at Bhanjang, home to over 42 series, one Land Rover. Only 100 of these vintage four-wheelers are left in the world. Bhanjang is the gateway towards the Singalila National Park. The trail begins from here and the route is shared with the borders of Nepal.
The trek is an eye-opener. When I think of the Himalayas, the first thing that jumps in my head are mountains and nature. It is pretty beautiful to explore the Singalila Ridge. This is like seeing peace in nature, becoming a part of it. Our college year has been completed, and it is time to rejuvenate in the wilderness of the Himalayan mountains.
The living conditions in the Himalayan region is extremely simple. There are narrow lanes to walk, and every turn brings forward to a new grand scenery. Small roads, uphills, downhills, flowers smiling back, and the domestic animals greet the passerby gently. All these bring joy in the fresh air.
Even with the hike and the beauty of the landscape, the hospitality of the people that greeted us was overwhelming and unforgettable. Although there can be a lot of hardships in the mountains, I found the people there to always be happy. The simple act of smiling at someone creates such a large impact.
Singalila National Park is one of India's best trekking destinations without any doubt. The landscape, wildlife, people, and every other bit of experience make Singalila unique and lovable. Hiking here is truly adventurous, over and around the verdant, forested hills before arriving the barren meadows of Tumling and Kalpokri. Life here is like a fairy tale that you need to check in every now and then, if it is real or not.
The hiking was just so peaceful. The nature was so pure, and the landscapes were breathtaking. When we finished hiking for the day, the most amazing people would welcome us into their home and cook us delicious food. It was unbelievable.
This area has over 13 ethnic groups and has a large biodiversity. It seems that the scenic route is made mandatory to fulfill the blissful experience in nature. In a small town such as Darjeeling that has an area of 10.6 kilometers square, it was hard to believe that it would take 3 days to reach the summit of Sandakphu at 3,636 meters. There it is. The sun itself bursts in, lighting the mountain range. Once it rears its radiant head, there's no stopping its speedy surge skywards. The world's best alarm clock has rung quite definitively. It's time to start a new day. Trekking through grassy meadows and blissful forests, passing viewpoints after viewpoints. Ascending through radiating rhododendron forests to charming villages. Timbure, a small village, welcomes the team. Timbure is a small village in Singalila region. Here, the villagers grow fresh vegetables in their gardens. The place is such that everything in here is pure and serene. Mr. Subhash, the owner of Ashmita Trek and Tours, has played a huge role in promoting this area and turning it into a place where tourists can interact with the locals and spend quality time in their homes. Thus, this led to the foundation of the homestays in this area.
This was an opportunity to spend time with the locals and learn about their distinct lifestyle. Momo, a type of traditional delicacy in Darjeeling, is believed to be of Tibetan origin. Here, we were taught to make momos and enjoyed them together with a ginger-flavored Darjeeling tea, my very favorite of the trip. It was this experience, more than any other, that made us feel at home in the Himalayas.
After a healthy breakfast prepared by the homestay, the team descends for Rimbik via a dense forest route known as Black Forest. After 5 days of hiking, society welcomes the team and all of us leave to Darjeeling in a jeep.
We finished our amazing trek and at last returned to Darjeeling. Mr. Subhash, the owner of Ashmita Trek and Tours, took us to dinner along with Ashwin and Pasam. It was the perfect way to end our trip and will stay close to our hearts for years to come.
It's like a plant in the water. A reach. Brain barrier. It's a butt. A baboon.
Go.
Team. Cat.
Bunch.
J. Sat. Chick.
Me.
Soon. She.
Nah. Todd.
J.
Bunch.
Team. X.
Thank you to all of you. This has been a great trek. It's gone great. You guys are taking such amazing pictures. So, alright, let's do this.
Ashmita Trek and Tours offers wide variety of treks and tours with licensed and professional guides. You can also add other treks of Sandakhphu region. Get in touch with Ashmita and the team will try the best to fulfill your requirements.